Hey everybody, this is Aylad, and I am pleased to bring you a first look at Between the Stars, which at this point is actually not released yet. All we're playing is the demo, which allows us to play the prologue. I'm going to cut some of this out, but I'm just tweaking the video and sound a little bit. I'm actually leaving video at default. Turn the sound down somewhat. Yeah. This is sort of a roguelike space exploration game, but it's a little bit less Everspace and a little bit more FTL and 3D. Like you can manage your crew and assign them to different roles, things like that. Graphically, it's alright. Some frame rate stutter that I'm not too thrilled with. Is your captain? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay, guys, that loading screen was 6.5 minutes. Yeah. The frame rate stutter is, it's not exactly a stutter anymore, is it? This is bad. Alright, so I never do this, but I'm going to throw my system specs up on the screen right here.
Boost warp drive to full power.
Just so that you can see, I'm not playing with some crappy little laptop, alright? Now, admittedly, I'm recording, and recording video puts a pretty huge load on things. But this is, I hope they clean this up. Yeah, this is not good.
I said full power. That's an order.
I mean, what's really even going on in this scene that should be slowing my computer down this much? Okay.
Just a bit more.
All right. I do like the FTL graphic there, the coming out of hyperspace or whatever it's called, warp drive.
Warp successful.
But oh my gosh, man.
We've made it.
Okay. Alright, it's time to adjust the settings. Video, let's crank down to maybe medium? Medium? Alright. There we go. Okay, so I timed that. That was that loading screen just to crank the graphics down to medium. That was 2 minutes, a little bit over 2 minutes. Yeah. Oh well. It is. This is really not even early access. Like, this is a demo of a game that will not come out for probably another few months yet. So they've got time to do some optimizing. I hope they do. Okay. Basic movement tutorial. Mouse wheel for acceleration, deceleration. That's different.
Moderate damage. Engines operational. Testing navigation systems.
Yeah. Yeah, this control scheme is interesting.
Navigation
I gotta wonder why.
Testing power systems.
I gotta wonder why they went with this control scheme. Whenever I see a game where like there's an established genre and there's kind of a standard control scheme that with minor variation works from game to game, and then somebody just takes off out of out of left field and does something totally different.
We've been followed. Prepare
I have to wonder. Like, they must be really convinced that this is a better control scheme. First glance, at first glance, I don't agree with them. But we'll see. Oh, yeah, okay. Another thing that's kind of messing with me. The little status icons that are floating above each ship. Like, yeah, I play so many space games with targeting reticles. I kind of aim for the icon rather than the actual ship. Just out of habit. Obviously, that's a bad habit in this case. Again, I kind of have to ask the question, like, why do it this way? Alright, now, good thing here. Seeing the ship just suddenly turn into lava. That's actually pretty cool. That's a fairly satisfying moment. Let me see if I can do it again. I actually like that. That's a little nicer than your standard explode and fade away that you get in games like Everspace, the X series, and whatnot. Yeah. So combat has a good feel to it. Again, I hate the controls. Yeah.
Captain,
Yeah,
reinforcements
I like
incoming.
that.
We need more firepower.
Alright. So there's some good things and bad things here. The graphics overall are pretty nice. It's a little heavy on the glowing lights for my taste. Like, everything seems to have some flare on it. The region of space, the red is starting to really hurt my eyes. And I noticed that on the menu screen too, like, yeah. It's a little tiring, actually. Like, I don't mind a brightly colored nebula, even a bright red nebula, you know, but give me a rest somewhere, right? Like, give me some black space I can kind of look at. It's a little much. And I feel like this fight would be going a lot better if the controls were a little more intuitive.
One of our shields has fallen.
No. Okay. I've seen the limited weapon fire done in a couple different ways. One is your energy drains away and you have to recharge, and the other one is the weapons heat up. You have to let them cool down. I'm not sure if I prefer one over the other, but something about this, the way that it's done here, like,
One of our shields has fallen.
it feels right. I feel like they handled the weapon cooldown pretty well. It's an overheat cooldown thing rather than a empty power recharge kind of deal. At least that's the way I'm reading the little indicator on my targeting reticle. I feel like they handled that pretty well. The weapons fire in general, I'm pretty happy with. Like, I like the destruction effect when I finally take a ship down. Combat feels visceral, which you don't always get with spaceships. You know, it's so easy to just do the clean kind of, almost doesn't affect you on an emotional level with just like energy weapons. You know, but this, I can kind of actually feel this a little bit, if that makes sense.
Captain,
So they did alright
I'm
there.
determined this news will cause a decline in crew morale of 64.7%. But I must inform you that the enemy bypassed our shields. 2 casualties confirmed.
Okay, so we get to salvage. That's good. A little bit more purposeful than, just dropping things that then I've got to go and pick up. Maybe just a little frustrating to get my, crosshairs lined up with the little red dot. And again, maneuvering's kind of a pain. But you know I'm going to salvage all these ships, right? So let me just cut here. Alright, got them all salvaged. Let's see what we got. It's been a little while since I've had any serious frame rate issues. It's still not really up to par for what I'm used to, but several elements of this game so far have felt like kind of like Rebel Galaxy. Which would be a good thing if I felt like it was doing a better job than Rebel Galaxy. Yeah, okay, so I've got lots of stuff. I get it. The roguelike side of things, it's a little bit Everspace, a little bit FTL. The ship-to-ship combat, again, kind of reminds me of Rebel Galaxy. To be honest, so far my first impression is if I feel like playing a game similar to this one, I'm going to go to one of those first. Like if I want to do crew management, FTL. Otherwise, probably Rebel Galaxy.
System analysis. Critical.
Alright, so I opened up all my containers, got a bunch of stuff that
Alright.
mostly I think is
Mine,
crafting
what's our current
materials.
position?
Did get one
We are
weapon that I've
currently in the Thermospheric
used to upgrade
sector.
one of my
It
turrets.
is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
Yeah, nothing else I can
Should
do
be
with
able
the
to reach it
derelicts, I
using our
guess.
drive engines.
Preparing warp drive.
Alright. So, let's go somewhere. Red and blue. Now, does that mean every system's either going to have that, like, shocking red background or, like, a crazy blue background like we started in? Tell me there's more variety than that. Let's see.
Warp drive engines damaged. Jump impossible.
Ah, nice. Well, the map was nice looking anyway.
Which is the closest space station in this
Hmm.
sector?
It's the trade station and Terra's port.
Okay. Set in the coordinates.
Coordinates set.
Alright, well, let's get flying.
My situation report on Antaros Port.
Accessing database. This
Yeah,
station
once again, this
serves
kind
as
of feels
the
like
hub
Rebel
for business
Galaxy.
tycoons and mining
It's
sectors
got a little bit of the
regulators.
same
It has a
feel
large port
traveling
specialized for
within a
trade
system.
freighters that return full of materials from mining settlements. They also swear they have the
Alright,
best
so that's
recipe
okay.
in the universe.
I'm alright with this. But, obviously I've never done this before. I don't really know how close to approach. Yeah, everything's just so red. Jeez. It really, it exhausts my eyes. I don't know what it is. I would really like to get out of the system, I think. Go anywhere else, please. Wonder if I can actually, like, get on the station or if I just dock and
Captain Scott from the 5th Republic Fleet here.
start
We
cutscenes or
request docking
whatever.
permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bed end. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Okay. So they went with manual docking. It's alright. Not great with this control scheme, but what do I do? Gotta get in that light beam, okay. Might help if I weren't like scraping my paint off on the station. These controls, I don't like them. Okay. Come on. Another thing is with the mouse wheel, it's kind of hard to know when I've zeroed out my thrust. I can't really tell. Right on. I made it. Wait, there's a button for looking down? Is this going to be all like choose your own adventure? Oh, it is. It's 2018. Are we doing... Yeah, we're doing this in 2018. Well, okay, so... like I say, the game isn't released yet. They have a Kickstarter. I'm going to assume that they would like to do fully voiced scripting. Like scripted actors, voiceovers, maybe even some like animation going on. But I know all that stuff's got to be really expensive because you got to pay your voice actors, you've got to put in extra time on animating and stuff. We're going to ignore the dialogue box of doom as far as like judging this game because they have a Kickstarter. Hopefully with the funding they'll be able to go in and clean that up and make it not feel like a visual novel. Right? Yeah. And since the demo is available on Steam, if you
Everyone to their
download the
posts. We must
demo, you
find
can
that
actually
missing
like
freighter.
your buttons in the
Captain,
game
do you think
for
it
the
could have been an
Kickstarter.
attack?
So
It's strange.
maybe check it out.
If it had been an attack,
You know,
the security
if you
systems
feel
would
like
have asked for a security detail from the station.
this
and they
game
would
could
have come
develop
to
into
attack.
something that you want to
They
play,
could have used a signal
right?
inhibitor to
Go
cut
check it out.
communications.
Anyway, hey, cool, new
The
ship.
aspect after when the ship was seen doesn't correspond to any
Kind of a classic thing I've seen in a few games now, where it's like, oh no,
restricts
this
commercial
really cool
systems to
overpowered ship
guarantee
you
the
started
safety of
with,
its freighters.
no, you can't have
This
that, it's all
would
torn
be a
up.
direct violation
Here's a loner. Here's a starter ship. Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of neat. Like, it gives you a little taste of what might come later, and then kind of backtracks you to a beginner stage. I wish there were a cockpit view, though, so I could really see where I'm going.
We've arrived at the freighter's last known coordinates, Captain.
There doesn't appear to be anything here. Mai, can you scan the area?
I detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Let's take a look.
Captain, we found the source of the radiation. We should proceed to scan.
Affirmative. Mai, prepare the analysis module.
Preparing the scan system. Scan complete,
All right.
Captain. It's a fragment of the freighter's calibration reticle. I am 98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
This looks like the result of an attack. Mai, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. Similar readings found in nearby coordinates. Establishing route.
At least the music's alright. Well, this looks like I'm about to get myself in some trouble.
Captain, we're being hailed. Shall we accept the call?
Affirmative.
Ex-Pleo, commander of the starship insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender, or we'll open fire.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
Captain Scott? Of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
You asked for it. Crew, to arms!
Yeah. The voice acting is there. It's not all there, but it's there. You know what I mean. Alright. Hey, check it out. We are dodging. Not 100%. I like this ship is agile enough to let me do that, though. Yeah. Yeah, so I was talking about, I think the weapon cooldown is kind of well done. Like, the fact that in basically one volley, you know, one heat up cooldown cycle, I can do enough damage to actually, like, take out a ship. And I'm sure, you know, these are starter ships and whatnot, but still, like, it's pretty good. As long as I don't miss too much. It's not like the heating up and having to cool it down is really stopping me from being effective. fine. Boom. Nice. Alright. That was the last one, right?
Captain, the ship's remains correspond to the freighter we've been searching for.
We have to look for survivors and confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Preparing to board.
Oh yay! More dialogues! Yay! Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to the station to inform Susan.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
Captain, the coded data seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's base. Our team can't undertake an investigation. We haven't found enough matches.
Right, so here we go. Oh, look at that. There is a photo mode. Well, okay. Alright, so it gets a few points back for having the photo mode. Is that the... How much does that remind you of the ship from Mass Effect? Asking for a friend. Is it just me, or is that really inspired by Mass Effect? Oh well. Yeah. I like the way the lights actually have kind of a directional glare, kind of like spotlights. It's kind of nifty. The level of detail on the ship is actually a lot more involved than what I thought it was going to be. Again, though, there's just so much glare. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to grab a few screenshots, but that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have other first look content on my channel, so feel free to check that out. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.